Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Packs are the biggest part of Team of the Year, hands down. We've been saving them for weeks leading up to Team of the Year, and now that we're here, we want to open as many of them as we possibly can. But we're still missing the biggest part of the Team of the Year pack grind. Of course, this grind allows us to pack Team of the Years, but more so, it enables us to rinse and repeat for hours on this game with upgrade packs and virtually craft every SBC we want to for free. That's the best part of the Team of the Year pack grind, and today's the day where we should hopefully get those upgrade packs and start that whole process. Whether you start opening the packs yet or not, we're going to be able to start crafting today. We're going to cover everything you guys need to know about the league upgrades as they're expected to drop today. Plus, Team of the Year midfielders are now out in the game, and we had an amazing SBC yesterday, one that we will be wanting to craft very soon. And speaking of leaks, we have got to talk about the R9 icon swaps leak because that card looks ridiculous. Also, more news today for Monday content, but let's get into the video, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Let's dive into the video today by looking back over yesterday's Sunday content with a new live event in objectives. And yet again, an 84x10 is the group reward. That makes me motivated to play these live events because if it's an 84x10 for each and every one of these that's going to be coming out over the course of Team of the Year, that's a really solid group reward pack. Now, I know it takes a bit of a grind, win 6 matches or score in 12. It's the exact same objectives in Live Event 2 as it was in Live Event 1, but the packs are yet again interesting. There's a good little Evo in here for a defensive boost +1 for a max 86 rated card. Gives the anticipate base playstyle as well. That is really solid in terms of rewards for the time that you're putting into it, in my opinion. And there is a bit of an interesting twist with this game mode. It is the long range game mode, which means goals outside the box count as 2, but it's also shorter matches because that's also mentioned up there. I haven't played this live event yet, but let me know in the comments, is it like 3-minute halves or 4-minute halves? Regardless, it's going to be shorter in some way because of that being there. Also, you have to have 6 Evos, max 4 88 rated cards, and an 86 rated team to play in this live event, but you got 3 days in total to do it, so it's worth chipping away at. If you can think of it this way, like playing 2 or 3 of those per day and just kind of spreading it out over the course of the 3 days that it is there, if you're able to do that, I think that's a good way to do it. Or maybe you just smash it out right now and then you're ahead for the next one that comes out in the next couple of days. So I'm kind of a fan of those live events because they haven't been super sweaty for me either. Not like it's been easy, but it hasn't felt as high stakes as FUT Champs or even division rivals, and you're using an interesting squad with the requirements and you're going for those 84x10s. I don't mind it personally. Now, to Evos we go, where, man, we still can't help but remember the 500,000 coin Team of the Year Blueprint Evo from FC25 and how nothing has come close to that right now in FC26, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because that Evo could have been the source of a lot of our power curve problems last year, but Evos are lagging behind right now in terms of the content for Team of the Year, but they have been cooking before Team of the Year, so maybe it's time to give them a rest just for a bit. We do have a new chain Evo, the Give and Go evolution here, but I have a problem with this once again, and it's starting to become a very common thing we're seeing with almost all Evos released right now. The World Tour Silver Superstar icons are not allowed to fit this Evo either, and this one will be great for a couple of players because it gives +3 passing up to 87, incisive and tiki-taka playstyles first, along with pinged, long ball, and inventive playstyles. So very good Evo for chains. It's repeatable twice. It's free. I mean, max 85 is a little bit annoying because we'd love to go to max 86 for a free Evo right now for sure, but it's not terrible. It's just an issue of a lot of us were trying to chain those icons, and it seems like EA doesn't want us doing that anymore. Kind of confirming that with a lot of the requirements recently being you can't allow those cards. So Evos yesterday, not crazy. We still have a goalkeeper Evo that's out there that has not been released yet. It was leaked, but it's not been released yet. But SBCs are where the content is cooking once again. We have a Team of the Year Challenge 2 for a tradable Premium Electrum Players Pack, which is worth doing if you've got a couple of extra golds. And of course, we have the Michael Olise SBC. This might be the best SBC so far in terms of value and the card that you get that they released for Team of the Year. I know Marcelo and Sophia Wilson are both insane, and they think for cards, their cards may be better than this, but also they're more expensive than the Elisa here, who has finesse and the Tiki Taka Plus. 91 passing and dribbling with 90 pace, can play cam as well, got the 4-star weak foot boost. Really, really good card. The stats here look amazing. The base playstyles look great as well. The only thing you're missing is probably an incisive, especially if you're going to play him as a cam. But still, that is a great card. I think I'm going to end up doing this SBC with the Team of the Year pack grind that is about to be upcoming on this game starting today, as we're going to be talking about. But that just looks like a really, really good card. People say he's very good in game. They say his finesse shot's one of the craziest in the game as well. And with it being 9 squads, it will require a little bit of work. You got an 89, you got 2 88s, 3 87s, and then an 83, 5, and an 86 rated squad for a total price of 530,000 coins right now at the moment. And you see he's upvoted. Like, he's upvoted, guys, because people say his finesse shot is crazy. The Tiki Taka Plus is great as well. The 4-star weak foot, the Bayern, and the French links. That is a really good SBC, and I will be crafting this, I do believe, during this pack grind we're going to get here very soon with Team of the Year upgrade pack. So that's a really good SBC in my opinion. I think it was priced well. I was expecting this to maybe be a little bit more, but 530k seems a good price for me. If this card was on the market as a Team of the Year honorable mentions, I think he'd be at least this much, if not a little bit more. 2 playstyle pluses is still very rare for a lot of us at the moment. Like, I look at my team and I have nobody with 2 playstyle pluses, unless you've gotten the premium pass or level 37 or whatever it is, where you get the tech plus as a 2nd playstyle plus evo and then the finesse, like, or you've packed one of the rare icons, or you've completed Marcelo or Sophia Smith. There's not very many 2 playstyle plus cards in this game, and this gives you a chance to get one for only 530,000 coins. So not bad at all. Now, it did impact prices a bit. We were worried about this. We mentioned in yesterday's video. Rodrigo went from 820k down to 680. But one thing that I'm noticing right now with this market is a lot of prices are rebounding back. Look, he just fully rebounded. He's back to 820k. Now, if I had this card, I would be selling it for sure. But we saw this with right backs and strikers a little bit from Saturday as well. The market is such in a healthy, good spot right now with a lot of coins that when there are price drops like this, especially on out-of-pack special cards that are pretty rare, the prices rebound after a few hours or maybe half a day, maximum a day or two, because there's so many coins and a lot of people are playing right now because it is Team of the Year, and that's a really good sign of a healthy market, but also a really good opportunity to trade. So whenever we get good SBCs, watch out for maybe any of those price drops and maybe be able to take advantage of those with some trades. Now, let's take a look at the Team of the Year midfielders that dropped into packs yesterday. And yeah, as expected, at least from my side of things, looking at the rarity of these cards on the market, way less people were opening packs yesterday and way less people packed these cards. I mean, we got Vitinha and Pedri both that are currently extinct. Now, this is an EA issue. I don't know why their price ranges are set at 4 mil and 3 mil respectively. They should be higher than that for day one prices. I mean, those price ranges are there, but then you have Puteas and Bonmatis, who's got 15 mil price ranges, and those cards are 7 million coins. But obviously, when you look at the market, you can see that these cards are pretty rare. Mariona is a card that I actually just bought. Full disclosure, I just picked up this card for a couple of quick flips, but like, she only has 3 pages basically on the market. 3 pages plus 2 right there. Even Declan Rice, who is only 1.7, 1.8 million coins, has like 5 pages of supply on the market in total. And that's a lot less comparatively. If we were to search up like Erling Haaland and some of those guys right now, they would have more for sure, like a Russo and Payeur. They had way, way more supply in the first couple of days, first couple of hours after they were released in packs. So that actually, I think, is really interesting to note. That was expected, right? We mentioned that I thought the Team of the Midfielders would be a bit more rare and less people would be opening packs yesterday, but it's just kind of interesting to see how rare they are on the market. Now, Mariona, I said I was going to flip her card. I picked her up at about 2.4 mil, which where she is right now, just because I feel like for 2.4 mil, that's a Team of the Year card a lot of people would like to try out as a good midfielder item that's got incisive and the intercept, and her ultimate scream card was super crazy. Most of these other ones, like especially Puteas and Bonmati, those seem really expensive at the moment. I'd be very careful buying a team of the year midfielder. I think they can go up today. The team of the year attackers moved up pretty well. They have really good signs of demand. You can see Pina's 5.5. Payora was up over 1.9 yesterday. Russo is right around 1.4 mil. Their prices rose really good after going out of packs. I think that the midfielders are going to stay kind of expensive too, but they are also seemingly a little bit more overpriced because they are more rare. Now, I was going to go to the store and talk about a couple of store packs. I forgot that I had these player picks here. Let me just skip pick these really quick. Barcola. Okay, that was pretty mid. And then we'll see if we get anything good. That's a new face image there for Leroy Sané. First time that I've seen that one for him. Watch me get a team of the year from one of these. I have seen people pack team of the years from these, by the way. You got to do them every single day. Somebody tweeted me a Zlatan from an 80-plus player pick. That would be ridiculous to see that happen here. But unfortunately, it looks like we're just getting 82s and 3s. Par for the course, but we'll take those because we need those for the daily SBCs. Now, getting into the store where I actually wanted to go, we can see that EA refreshed one of our favorite packs. The 2.5K pack is back, as is the 30K and the 30 coin and the 10 coin packs. They are all out right now. So that's one thing you've got to open is the 2.5K packs. And this one right here is a player pick. So let's actually open it. 2.5K player pick for an 85 plus 1 of 2. Some people messaged me that they got a team of the year from this pick yesterday. We're getting Odegaard 87 for 2.5K. I will take that. I think 87s are about 4,000 coins. So yeah, you got to open that one for sure. And then also, I wanted to look at the midfielder position-specific packs, because if you guys remember, the premium attackers packs that we had over the weekend had a 2.3% chance of packing the team of the year. The midfielders only have a 1.3% chance. Now, obviously, it's a completely different player pool, so you cannot compare them one-to-one because there's a lot of midfielders in this game. There's probably less attackers than there are midfielders in terms of how many gold cards are like possibly packable from this. But still, it's really interesting to see 1.3% chance there for the midfielders, making them seem a bit more rare. And of course, like we mentioned, you have a lot less saved up packs that were opened yesterday. Now, just a quick couple of words around the rest of the market. It's an amazing place to be trading right now, guys. I have a couple of this vintage that I just picked up for 1.4 lows. I can actually show you my transfer list right here. Vintage for 1.42 because I know his fluctuation, right? He goes from 1.4 lows and goes up to sometimes even above 1.6 mil. And even a guy like this Pogba, like I've bought in Pogba now a couple of times. And I'm looking to sell him for right around 490,000 coins. I think I'm going to take the profit there. I have 6 of these Pogbas that I'm just watching and waiting to sell. But, selling at 490K, which I've sold 2 of them, right there at 497 and 495, you can still buy him on the daily at like 440, 450, and selling him at 500K or just below that, it's like 20, 25,000 coins of profit per card. So get on the market out there, get trading. The fluctuations are great, especially on lower budget cards. Don't sleep on the low budget cards. And guys, the number one tip I can give you right now is bids. Bid on fodder. Zwayback is out here becoming a trader, making 500,000 coins in a day because he was bidding on fodder. Now, it really helps that Weekend League is going on right now. It was probably optimal timing to be bidding on these cards in the last 2 days, like we were talking about, getting on these for investments or just for trades. But you're going to have these cards probably starting to rise up into the week this week as the supply from Weekend League ends, but the demand is still there for a lot of these SBCs. So I would still try to get on bids for 85s and try to win them in the low 1.3 to 4K range. Yesterday, we were saying buy these cards for 1.3K. They like shot up to almost 2,000 coins for the 85 rated. The 86s are above 2K right now. 87s are about 4,000. 88s are going up. 89s. Basically everything is still rising when it comes to fodder, and I think there's still opportunities to get involved on the 84s at 750, the 85s in the 1.5, 1.4K range, 86s under 2K. But just get on bids because you're going to get deals there. And also get on bids for even some cards like this. Whatever's in your budget. Look at some Winter Wild cards for less than 100, 200K. If that's kind of your budget, you will make coins because not everybody's grinding bids at this time on the game. Everybody wants to open packs. And that may be more true today than it was over the weekend because the pack grind begins today, guys. Let's transition to talking about why this is such a big deal that the league-specific upgrade packs are expected to drop today. If you are not familiar, this is the OG Team of the Year pack grind, which EA have dropped for years. Every single year for Team of the Year, they drop league-specific upgrades to allow us to grind packs to have a chance at packing Team of the Year cards. It's basically the best way to get unlimited fodder during Team of the Year, though, to craft any SBC that you want to craft. Like right now, the Wilson, the Marcelo, Frimpong, and Elise, just to name a few. We're going to have a whole bunch more. It has really not become the best chance to pack Team of the Year midfielders, but it's just the way that you can spend a little bit of coins and open packs on packs on packs. It goes crazy, guys. Now, last year, these packs were really, really difficult to get Team of the Years from. Like, it felt almost impossible. I was doing premium league upgrades all week long with our millions and millions of coins, and I was not able to pack any from these league upgrades, and that had people really, really frustrated and discouraged until the 82 times 20 came out, and that changed everything. That's something that people forget about last year's Team of the Year, is that it was actually really bad in terms of the upgrade pack grind for the Team of the Years and hitting those cards until the 82 by 20 came out. But again, as I mentioned, this is giving you a chance at Team of the Years, but it's more so about crafting literally any SBC possible that you want to get done. But after seeing, just another side note here, after seeing some of the pack weight on the attacker cards, I have a little bit of hope for these premium upgrades. And it's kind of one of those things where you got to put in the grind, and who doesn't just want to open packs hour after hour? If you want to put in that much of a grind, you can, and then have a chance at a Team of the Year, albeit a very small chance from these packs. Now, like we mentioned, it's the premium upgrade packs that we are looking for. These packs have been added to the code. They're right here, and they're the exact same as last year. They give 8 commons and 3 rares from the men's and women's league that are connected. So like the Bundesliga and the women's Bundesliga, you got the Premier League and the women's Super League. You got League One and the D1 Archema, and of course you've got La Liga and Liga F. Now the question always is, which one is the best to do? And really the answer to that is La Liga, Premier League, and then maybe League One, because there's the most Team of the Year cards from those leagues. But also, you may not even be opening these SBCs right now. When they drop today, which is what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing some crafting. I've been saving up winter provisions packs and my daily rare gold packs. 59 winter provisions packs we have here. 25 rare gold players rated 80 or below. All of those are getting opened and they're going into premiums, and that's going to be setting me up for a huge stock of those packs to open once the full team is out and once the honorable mentions are out in packs as well. That's when this grind will really take shape, but you could start building the packs now, and you could start opening the packs now as well. It's just your odds aren't going to be as good, you'd feel, because there's only a few Team of the Year cards that are in packs right now. I digress. Let's do a quick mention of the menu grind and how this is going to work. It's all based around the premium upgrade packs. You turn in 11 gold rares into these packs, and you get 11 players back, 3 rare, 8 common, with a chance of players from that specific league. And what you're going to get back, of course, is 8 commons and those 3 rares. So from there, you're going to have to decide, do I go into the base level upgrade, which again, those are added to the pack code as well, and those give 3 commons and 1 rare from that specific league, and those usually require 8 gold. So from the 8 commons that you got from that premium pack, you're going to be able to take those and put them into the next pack to open another pack off of that. So that's one way you can do it. However, one thing that we have this year that is really good is the Winter Wildcards Crafting SBC that is still available for the next 10 days. This requires 2 rares and 5 commons, so 7 players in total. I honestly think that it's going to be worth doing the premium packs and then crafting into these after that, because these are not league specific. So you could pack any Team of the Year from these, and you could pack Team of the Year icons. That is very worth mentioning to think about with this craft. After you open the premiums, either go into the base level or go into the Winter Wildcards Crafting. We also could have like a 79 or an 80 plus player pick that could drop today. That could mean there's another option when it comes to the craft here, but we're going to be talking about the whole pack grind and menu grind on this game today. But if you've been needing to buy like 83s, 4s, or 85s, or Team of the Weeks to do any of your daily upgrade packs, this pack grind will really just take that away. You wouldn't have to. You'll just be opening packs, getting a whole bunch of players. Don't quick sell anything. It's all going to go into your storage, and then it's all going to go into these SBCs. This is the best upgrade pack grind I might say it, of the year. It really is. Until footies, that's a whole nother, level of its own. But this is one of the most exciting pack grinds because it's team of the year. You never know what you're going to hit. And those daily packs like the 8310, the 85 by 3, they become so much easier. You're going to be able to do them like this by doing the league upgrade grind. So what you can do to prepare right now is start collecting gold rares. Even if you don't want to open the packs today and you want to save for when the full team is out, you can buy gold rares for 600 coins or 650 coins on bid. That is how I usually end up spending a lot of coins. If you buy like, I don't know, 100,000 coins of those gold rares, that is going to make you at least 12 to 15 packs. It's about 6,000 to 7,000 coins per premium upgrade pack. And that is going to craft you even more packs out of that, right? Because one premium equals another pack with a couple of cards left over. So you're going to make 15 packs, but you're going to end up opening like 30 to 40 packs off of that specific investment that you've made. That's why this grind is so good and it goes so long. Now, we're going to talk a lot about this, the ins and outs of it, how to do the grind in the stream today when these SBCs do drop, because they're expected to drop today. They drop the first Monday after Team of the Year comes out almost every single year. So make sure you come by the stream to hear about that today, ask your questions, and kind of watch me do it, because we'll be doing that grind today on the stream. But let's keep it moving in the video for right now, because we have crazy news. Yesterday, the biggest leak was the icon swap rewards. Official stats for the icon swap rewards, specifically the R9. What in the world is EA doing here, man? We're going to be able to get, for 19 tokens, a Finesse Plus, Tech Plus R9, the best striker in this game, who's got comparable, maybe a little even better stats than his base icon card that was 2 weeks ago 10 million coins. Now, granted, we're probably not going to be able to get this card until late February or March at the earliest, and it's going to be difficult. It's probably going to require a paid season pass. It's probably going to require opening some sort of store pack to get the tokens. Like, that's got to be behind some sort of paywall. That's how it seems, because that's the best striker in the game when it comes to meta icons, and they're giving him out in icon swaps, which is unbelievable. Like, that card, I tweeted this, quote tweeted this tweet when it first came out. I was like, guys, come March, all we're going to see is Claudia Pina up top with R9 next to her. It's going to be R9 and P9, and like every single team, nobody's going to need strikers until footies at the end of the year with those two players in the attack of their squads. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy that this card is one of the rewards there. Now, you have to decide for yourself. Do you want to put in the grind? If there's 20 to 25 tokens, what gameplay objectives are we going to have to do to collect our tokens for this R9, since that card is so crazy? And do you even want to go for him? Or would you really enjoy that Rio Ferdinand with Anticipate and Intercept Plus, with the 2 playstyle pluses that he's got, or that Stoichkov, who looks pretty good? And of course, you got some other packs as well. You got icon player picks. You got the 86 times 25. I think a lot of people are looking at this and saying, okay, if there's 25 tokens, if that is the max number, you can get R9 and the 86 by 25 pack. So that would be pretty crazy. But man, for most of us, a lot of people indeed will be focused on that R9, because that's just an icon that you don't really ever get a chance to use unless you're just so lucky enough to pack him. And I mean, if you are lucky enough to pack him, you know how good he is. He is the best striker in this game. That's why I keep saying that, because he basically is the best striker in the game. So that is insane. Of course, I don't want to talk too much about all of that right now, because that is still 10 days away. It is 10 days from now when we see the icon swaps actually release in game. So again, we're a ways away from that, but it is worth mentioning that that is coming. And, when that R9 becomes obtainable, I would be a little worried about the prices of strikers. So that's just one thing to kind of look out for there. Now, let's talk about the rest of Monday content today. The premium upgrades are going to be the biggest thing that we are looking for today, 100%. Now, there are some other player SBCs that are still leaked as I complete my daily login here, so I don't forget to do it. But I think we've honestly had the best player SBCs besides the Butragueño that was leaked. We've had them released already, the best 3. We've had the Marcelo, we've had the Wilson, we have had the Olise, we still have the Butragueño. We have a bunch of other Team of the Year honorable mentions like Lavelle, Gabriel, Karchawi, McTominay. Those are not released yet. If I had to guess, I would imagine it's one of these honorable mentions today. Maybe McTominay or Karchawi, or maybe Rose Lavelle as well. For Rose Lavelle, if she does drop, she's got Game Changer and Incisive, and her card is very good. If she ends up being pretty cheap, if you have any other American players, like I think Trinity Rodman is up right now, and I believe Julie Foudy is up a bit as well, these would be cards that I would be a little bit careful with because they're up so much because of the links to Sophia Wilson. And if we have a pretty cheap SBC that has a really solid card released for another link to Wilson, those cards maybe would dip a little bit. Also, you could see this as maybe another reason these cards could go up a bit more. I mean, this Rodman's almost max price, and this one's only 15K from being max price as well. But just kind of keep an eye on some of the USA women's cards there if that were to drop. But Karchawi could be really good. Gabrielle could be decent. It just depends on the price, and hopefully those one playstyle plus cards are a little bit cheaper. But we don't have any leaks on that yet. We'll be watching for content today, or for leaks before content today, to confirm that. Also, we still have that goalkeeper evo that we mentioned in yesterday's video. I believe that's the only evo leak that is outstanding at the moment. We'll see if we have a goalkeeper evo today. It was max 87, so that could be interesting. And once again, you want to be careful with goalkeeper prices if that's the case. And then it is a Monday, guys, which means we have FC Pro Live in action once again. It's going to be match day 7 for Group C. And there's an 84x5 on the line once again if you watch the stream. And then if you watch the other broadcast, it'll be tomorrow on Tuesday. Wow, we're going back-to-back days here. So Groups C and Group D, 2 days in a row of FC Pro Live, and there's two 84x5s. That's actually great timing because then the group reward is an 86x2 as well. So more nice packs to try to save up and open during Team of the Year here. And this is the group standings for Group C. Fabian Ruiz on 3 points. Garnacho not looking great. He's at the bottom of the table right now. But then you've got, of course, Thiago, Egazi, and Gilmore that are looking good for upgrades. And remember, the second playstyle pluses for these cards and for all the other FC Pro Live cards that have earned them through upgrades will be coming out later on this week. It is at the end of the week. January 23rd, when those cards are going to go up to 2 playstyle pluses. So like Darwin's going to get Tiki Taka. Actually, Xerxes is not going to get Finesse. I saw the video of the pro choosing what playstyle he wanted for this card, and I haven't checked his price in like 3 days. So I don't even know how much he goes for. Oh, it's amazing. He's going up. He's getting Incisive. The pro chose to give Xerxes Incisive instead of Finesse, which I guess maybe makes sense, but I was hoping for the Finesse on that card there. But he is up in price, so I guess maybe I'll just sell mine for 5K profit and be happy with that. But that's going to be a part of Monday content today, so be watching out for that. Once again, make sure you come by the stream today. We'll be talking about the upgrade packs. I'll be watching the market. I've got probably too many coins and some risky trades at the moment that I probably shouldn't be doing. The out of packs cards like the Vidic, that's the way to go. The in packs cards like Team of the Years, whew, that's getting a bit risky. We're feeling risky with it today. Come to the stream to see if we make coins on Mariona, because I do have 2 of her that I bought at 2.4, and she's still 2.4 mil. We'll see if she goes up a bit. But that's the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe if you're new. See you guys at stream today. Let's rip some packs. See you in the stream. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.